Here's the plan. Remember these two little guys? You had to bring the little baby penguin from the top of Cool Mountain to its mom on the bottom, preferably in a good condition. So I'm going to build that scene on top of the original game cartridge. And just like with the Diablo 2 CD, this thing is way too smooth to attach anything to it. Time to sand it down. I'm just messing with you. I took a couple of my favorite games and wrapped them in shrink foil. That should protect them and give me enough height to work with.
Let's go!
My idea is to sculpt the base around the game, which can be detached at any point. I hope everything is safe now. I used my wife's hand cream on the shrink foil as a preparation for the following part. Because for the first step we need an actual base or foundation. I cut down some milliput and green stuff and mixed them both separately, including the middle part to trigger the modern synthesis, before I combined them into a big ball of ugly epoxy putty. Probably cost me 10 minutes, a couple of hand cramps and a destroyed cutting mat. I smashed that whole thing on our cartridge and spread it all around in a thick layer first. If it gets too thin, it could easily break when I detach it from the game. Then I smoothed everything with some water, let it dry for a couple of hours and added another layer of the same mix. On the second layer I tried to sculpt a little pond for our mama penguin. And I sculpted some random stone-like textures inside with a metal sculpting tool. Since we're emulating N64 graphics, the quality doesn't matter. Oh, almost forgot to punch down a little surface, which will be important later. After one day in the sun, it completely cured and I was able to detach it from the cartridges without any problems. Nice. So what's next? There's a lovely little tree beside the pond with a red coin on top, and I would like to recreate that. I found the coin on Thingiverse, but there is no 3D model tree available. So I started Blender and made my own, sculpting the tree trunk first and a single tree top second, which I multiplied and rearranged a couple of times. In the game they used a rotating 2D image instead of a 3D model, to save some space and processing power. That explains why no one was able to rip that model and create a printable STL. Just to be safe, I printed 2 trees and a bunch of coins, maybe for future dioramas. That's on you. I primed the tree green, the coin golden, and our base white. Then I drilled a little hole into the side of the coin and added a little metal rod with some superglue. Before painting the whole thing red with a Citadel contrast paint called Blood Angels Red. Painting trees in general is easy. Just a bunch of green layers applied through some dry brushing and some brown for the tree bark. Once that's done, I drilled a second hole on top, attached our coin and painted the rod black. Ready for some collecting. I attached the base back on the cartridges and the tree to the flat surface. I bet Mama Penguin will feel right at home. Then I continued to paint the pond with some light grey, before adding some black wash which flows into all the recesses. Then I dry brushed the whole thing with a bright grey again. Time for some cool snow with Vallejo ground texture. Just a thick paste which you can apply with any tool or brush available. It's so sticky, it clunks to everything. My brush, my fingers, my dreams of a smooth finish. I basically invented a new texture, Anxiety Snow. Almost forgot the tree. And our first layer is done. It will dry rock hard in a couple of hours. For the second layer I mixed some Valhallan Blizzard with soft Gale Gloss, an acrylic medium. This is my little not so secret anymore mixture for sculpting voluminous snow and wave effects. It should also help me to get a smoother finish. While the second layer dries, I searched for some models and found game rips from Mario and the Penguin. I loaded Mario into Blender and changed his arms and head angles to get him into a comfortable baby drop position. Then I cut down the base from Mama Penguin, added a scaled down version for the baby and some supports before slicing the whole thing. After 3 hours, I'm greeted with a nice print from a nice printer. A little wash, some curing, and our models are ready for some priming. Blue for the penguins and a classic red for Mario. We start the painting session with the penguins. Some blue dry brushing first in several layers, each a little brighter than before. Then some yellow layers for the beak and feet, as well as a little white for the belly and eyes. White can be difficult to paint, so I started the first layer by adding a little grey to the mix and increasing the white ratio with each layer. I tried to give both a fitting expression with the iris. Baby penguin side-eyeing the endless depths of the cliff thinking,
"Oh shit, here we go again."
And mama penguin some angry eyes, because she actually follows you in the game if you snatch the baby again. What do you think? How about some epoxy resin for water effects? Just need to grab a nice colorant. Yeah, that blue fits. I mixed some epoxy and added the colorant until I got a nice blue mix. Followed by a tiny amount of that mixture to the base, very carefully. Get back to work by continuing with Mario and his skin. I added 3 layers of flesh tone, painted the eyes white, the mustache black, his hair and his shoes brown. Then I added some highlights like much brighter red tones and his famous little M on the cap. He's so much smaller than I imagined.
That's what she said.
I finished his dungarees with some brighter blue layers and the yellow buttons. Added some white for his gloves and a slightly irritated look, which looks exactly like the game model. Prove me wrong. Meanwhile, the resin has cured. So let's lift the base and hope for the best. Carefully. Nice. Nothing got damaged. Base fits perfectly too. Imagine the possibilities of other dioramas. Only one thing left to do now. Let's drop that baby.
Let's go.
What diorama should I build next? Let me know in the comments. Thanks so much to my Patreons for their support, and thank you for watching.